quiet wealth warmly welcomes you. Today, I'm going to share something openly, without holding back, a secret that has helped shape extraordinary outcomes across history. It's the same kind of secret that explains why some people, even after facing public setbacks, still speak and act as if victory is inevitable. And it's also one of the reasons I stepped onto my path of entrepreneurship and investing. Watching my assets grow steadily over time. That secret comes from a book called The Secret. I feel a little regretful that so many people have never truly read it. Or they hear about the law of attraction and immediately dismiss it. But hear me carefully. If you finish this video and you're willing to apply the 3 steps I'm about to share, you can begin moving toward better finances, stronger health habits, deeper relationships, and the life you actually want. So stay with me until the end, because this can become a turning point. Before we start, a quick reminder. This channel is dedicated to wealth-building thinking for entrepreneurs, investors, and people who want financial freedom. If you want more content like this for free, consider subscribing to Quiet Wealth and turning on notifications. And I wish real progress and real abundance to everyone who supports this video. Alright, straight into the value. First, what is the law of attraction? Everything in this world, including you, functions like energy. Your attention is not neutral. Your thoughts and emotions continuously send signals, and you tend to draw in what matches that signal. If your inner world is filled with optimism, courage, and purpose, you naturally notice, accept, and create more positive experiences. If your inner world is filled with fear, resentment, and anxiety, you tend to invite more of the same. Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up feeling strangely negative, almost certain that the day would go wrong, and then the day really did go wrong? It starts small. You forget something important. It rains and you're unprepared. You get stuck in traffic. You arrive late. You make mistakes. Someone criticizes you. By the end of the day, you feel drained or even sick. This isn't magic. It's a chain reaction. Emotion shapes thought. Thought shapes focus. Focus shapes behavior. Behavior shapes outcomes. And outcomes reinforce the emotion you started with. That's how a single negative mindset can turn into an entire negative day. When I worked part-time in university, there was one team in the company that felt heavy. One person constantly complained, sighed, and carried negative energy. That mood spread to the whole group. People lost motivation. Their performance dropped. They got sick more often. Some blamed feng shui. But the real issue was the atmosphere, energy, mindset, and the psychological contagion of negativity. Most people keep thinking about what they don't want. Then they wonder why it keeps happening. They say things like, I hope I'm not late. Or, I don't want to fail. Or, I can't afford this. But here's the catch. Your subconscious doesn't respond well to not. If you repeat, late, all morning, your mind starts spotting everything connected to lateness. If you repeat, fail, your body tenses and your decisions narrow. You don't move with clarity. You move with fear, and fear makes you sloppy. This is why so many people feel trapped by bad luck. It's not always that the world is against you. It's often that your internal state keeps directing your attention, choices, and reactions toward the outcomes you claim you don't want. Now, I also want to say something responsibly. Mindset is powerful, but it is not a replacement for real-world action, discipline, or professional support when needed. However, mindset is often the first domino. When your inner world changes, your outer results start to change because you start acting differently, choosing differently, and noticing opportunities that were always there. So how do we use this principle to move toward financial freedom? Here are the 3 steps. Step 1. Place the order. Make your desire clear and specific. Most people are vague. They say, I want more money, or I want to be successful. That's not a target. It's a wish. A clear order sounds like, in the next 30 days, I will generate $100 in income. Or, within 12 months, I will build an investment portfolio worth X. Write it down. Don't just think it. When you write it, you signal seriousness. You give your subconscious a destination. And when your mind has a destination, it begins scanning your environment for routes. Here's the real reason many people never achieve financial freedom. Their only financial focus is survival. Rent, bills, debt, pressure. Their mind is trained to think in scarcity. And when you live in scarcity, you become excellent at spotting problems, but terrible at spotting possibilities. This is where a wealthy mindset is different. Poor thinking says, I can't. Wealth thinking asks, how can I? One shuts the brain down. The other forces it to search. If you want to think like the wealthy, you must stop repeating shortage as a daily identity. Be careful with the words you repeat. If you constantly say, I don't have enough, your subconscious will treat not enough as truth and organize your behavior around it. But if you ask, how can I afford it? Your mind begins to look for additional income streams. New skills, better deals, partnerships, and strategies. Step 1 is clarity. Define the target and write it down. Step 2. Believe it is already becoming true. And feel it deeply. This is the step where most people fail. Because they try to do it with logic only. They say the words, but their emotions don't match. Inside, they still feel like the same person with the same limitations. And the subconscious follows feeling, not slogans. So you must practice emotional ownership. You must feel, in your body, what it's like to already be the person who has that result. Not in a fantasy way, but in a training way, like an athlete rehearsing a performance. In The Secret, there's an example of someone who imagined owning a luxury sports car. He didn't just picture it vaguely. He felt it. He imagined sitting in the driver's seat, holding the steering wheel, pressing the pedal, hearing the engine, turning corners. His brain and nervous system rehearsed the identity of ownership. You can do the same with wealth. Imagine waking up knowing your cash flow is stable. Imagine checking your account and seeing growth. Imagine the calm confidence of being able to invest without panic. Imagine paying your family's needs easily. Feel the gratitude, the relief, the pride, the responsibility. The key emotion is not desperation. It's certainty. It's calm. It's gratitude. And here's a critical warning. Do not combine belief with anxious waiting. Many people visualize, then obsess. They stare at the stock price every minute. They beg the universe. They worry. They doubt. That emotional state is scarcity. It tells your subconscious, I don't have it, and then your behavior becomes unstable. The better method is, visualize the outcome. Feel it as real, then release it. Go work. Go build. Go learn. Go live. Let the signal remain clean, confidence without obsession. This is also why some public figures can appear incredibly resilient. Whatever you think of their politics, some of them maintain a powerful internal narrative. They repeat the outcome. They embody certainty. They act like winning is part of their identity. That kind of psychological consistency drives action and attracts support. Again, you don't have to admire anyone to learn from the mechanism. Step 3. Receive with gratitude and act on signals. Once your mind is clear and your identity is aligned, opportunities often appear in ordinary forms. A conversation, a message, a new idea, a sudden intuition, a chance meeting, a small opening in the market. Life doesn't always deliver success as a miracle. It often delivers it as a doorway. But fear can make you reject the doorway. Some people will hear ideas like this and immediately dismiss them. They'll mock. They'll say it's nonsense. They won't try. They won't practice. They won't act. And then they'll use their lack of results as proof that nothing works. That's how people stay stuck for years. Gratitude is not just being polite. Gratitude is a receiving state. It tells your mind, good things are allowed to come to me. It keeps you open. It keeps your nervous system steady. It keeps you confident enough to take the next step. And when inspiration shows up, you must move. The law of attraction without action is like planting seeds and refusing to water them. Your job is to align your mind, then act when the moment appears. Now, I want to go deeper, because the difference between an ordinary person and a real entrepreneur is not only money. It's the direction of their thinking. When I was a student, I saw a colleague fight with a boss and say, "I'll quit, I can find a job anywhere." On the surface, that sounds confident, but look closer. His entire mindset was still trapped in an employee framework. His best future was still another job. He wanted freedom, but he was thinking like a worker who changes bosses, not like an owner who builds systems. This is where many people lose. They want wealth, but their mental pattern is not pointing toward wealth. A wealthy person's mind points toward value. Entrepreneurs talk about business models, profit, customer demand, systems, hiring, negotiation, and growth. They discuss strategy. They study what creates money. They build assets. Their conversations pull them closer to opportunity. But many people fill their minds with entertainment, gossip, endless drama, and complaints about life. Their attention points toward noise, not value, and attention becomes life. Let me ask you, when you were a child and wrote about your dream job, how many children wrote entrepreneur? Most wrote jobs where they work for someone else. And that's not their fault. They are conditioned by the environment. School trains people to get good grades, get a degree, and get hired. Many teachers are sincere and hardworking, but most have never built businesses. So they cannot teach entrepreneurship through lived experience. That's not disrespect, it's simply reality. This is why some entrepreneurs succeed without traditional academic paths. Not because learning is useless, but because wealth building is not directly tied to diplomas. It's tied to skills, decisions, networks, and action. Still, knowledge matters deeply, but only if you absorb the right knowledge. Look at people like Li Ka-shing. He did not rely on formal education, but he was relentless in learning. And his learning was focused: economics, finance, business. He studied what moves money. He read what builds wealth. He intentionally programmed himself. And that brings us to a principle that can change your life. You must become highly skilled at programming your own mind. Programming is not a dirty word. It's happening to you every day. The question is whether you do it consciously or let random society do it for you. Here's how it works in 2 stages. Stage 1. Program yourself. Filter what you consume. If you want to build wealth, you must constantly feed your mind with information connected to wealth, business strategy, financial education, investing principles, leadership, sales, negotiation, and psychology. Because if you don't, the people around you will program you with fear. The moment you say you want to start a business or invest seriously, many people will try to pull you back. Sometimes it's parents, sometimes it's friends, sometimes it's your partner. They don't always mean harm. Often they're afraid. They've never done it, so their subconscious believes it's impossible. Some people will smile and support you, but secretly hope you fail, because if you succeed, they will feel small by comparison. So your first protection is internal. Strengthen belief through the right information and the right environment. A person who programs themselves becomes stable. They don't get shaken by random opinions. Their words and actions align with their goal. That alignment becomes execution power. Stage 2. Learn to lead. Learn to build a team. Many people think being a boss is success. But being a busy boss is not freedom. Real freedom is enterprise thinking. A real builder focuses on strategy and direction. A trained team handles execution. If your company cannot function without you for one day, you don't own a business. You own a job with extra stress. The wealthy build systems. They train people. They create culture. They create standards. They multiply themselves through leadership. That is why wealth concentrates in the hands of a small group. Not because they are lucky, but because they understand how to program themselves and organize others toward a vision. When you truly understand this, you begin to understand what company culture really is. It's the belief system that determines how people behave when you are not watching. So here's what I want you to take from today. Clarify what you want. Write it down. Stop feeding shortage. Train your mind to ask better questions. Feel your desired identity with calm certainty, not obsession. Stay grateful and open. And when opportunity or intuition appears, act immediately. And then, program yourself with useful information and useful environments, until your thinking naturally points toward value, money, and systems. Because once your thinking points in the right direction, your life follows. If you want more content like this, wealth thinking, entrepreneur thinking, investor thinking, subscribe to Quiet Wealth, turn on notifications, and share this video with someone who's ready to level up. I sincerely wish financial freedom for everyone who supported this video. And if even one sentence today helps you think differently and move one step forward, then this video has done its job.